Hello, Bud Files. First one in the house. Hello, hello. Roman with Ringo. Daniel, how are you? What's everybody into tonight? Trying to adjust this a little more. So what's everybody into? Trying to plug my phone in here so I don't go. So I don't lose charge. Can everybody see me okay and hear me okay? Watching Christmas movies? Yeah, that's what's playing on TV in there. I just never did turn them off. Rick starts watching Christmas movies at Thanksgiving and doesn't quit. Susan! Hello, hello. Oh, I know, Susan. I need it so bad right now. Ringo is still at work. Oh, no. Good. Thank you, Danny D. How are you? I was sitting in there. I was having one of those days or one of those evenings, I should say. And I'm like, I got to get out of this funk. So I thought I'd come in and go live. See what everybody's into and all that good stuff. Camp maintenance guy. Hello, hello. And he's in here saying hi to everybody. Rowan Ringo says, hello, Troy. Why am I touching it and it's not coming up? Oh, that now it's starting to come up. Oh, my internet. Am I lagging that bad? Or is it just my pooter? Showing 5 people in the house. I'm glad you all are here. Have y'all ever had a spell where you was looking forward to something for so long, and then when it's really, it's right there, right around the corner, you start getting all anxious and nervous and, freaking out, basically. And basically, you start feeling a little depressed. It's like, wow, I don't know. It's weird feelings. You darn, done burning my fingers with the hot glue. Yeah, I ain't even got it plugged in today. I haven't done anything with it today. So we took time today to clean the car. Got the car all vacuumed out and put the new cargo protector thingy on it that we got out of the dumpster. So, but so yeah, I have just it's been one of those evenings to where I don't. Hello, Denise. It's like, okay, tomorrow's the last day. I'm leaving out Sunday morning. Then it's like, okay, have I got this? Have I got that? Can I do that? Can I do this? But I did find out one good thing. There is a where I get my medical supplies. There is a store down there. So, I mean, they have, yeah, I guess you call it a store. They have a place down there so that I don't have to take all of the oxygen. I can take, what I've got filled already. Just got my internet fixed to run your playlist. I think I'm at 3670 something, I think, on my watch hours. So, um, So yeah, and that's another thing. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. I did a 3 hour live last night. 3 hours. And there was a lot of people in here. And it's like my little watch hour went click. Just, I figured you'd at least see a big jump, but it's like maybe I'm hoping that StreamYard hasn't caught up with it yet. It hasn't really posted or whatever. Yeah, I'm getting closer. I'm trying. I did get a notice from StreamYard that I've already almost used up all of my free hours. So I'm going to have to use YouTube some more. And if that don't help, I'll download Melon and Drive Stream will do it. Yeah, Sunday, that's what I'm going to be doing. Hello, Timmy Ray. Quiet listener. Hello, Victoria. Yeah, I'll do a drive stream um, Sunday, but I almost have to wait till I get out of West Virginia because when you go up and down the hills and even through parts of Virginia, I may lose signal. So I don't know. But at least when I'm doing a drive stream, I can just just go through regular YouTube and leave StreamYards alone for a while. Because my StreamYard resets like the 11th of every month. So I've got 5 hours left on StreamYards to do me till the 11th of December. But I ain't worried about that. If I have to, I'll download Melon and Prism or whatever else they're using out there. Why are you frozen and fuzzy? Am I frozen and fuzzy? Am I frozen, people? Because my internet's been really weird. So let me know if I'm frozen. Nope, you're fine. Timmy Ray says, yes, my friend. Oh, okay. Timmy Ray, it might be just yours. You may have to turn your resolution down some. But Denise says I'm doing good. So, hey, Busby. Hey, Busby, I showed Rick that little video. We actually went out to eat this evening. And I showed him that little video, and he's like, did he really call you? I'm like, no, he didn't call. Yes, love. Hello, hello. Michelle Eldridge. Hello and welcome. Hey, that thing. Same thing, Angie. I'm excited to meet new girlfriend for the very first time, but he says she's very nice. Seen pics of her and had some disabilities. Yeah, you are definitely frozen and fuzzy here too, sweetheart. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. My internet's being wonky, I guess. So it doesn't show me. Um, it doesn't show me that I'm glitching or anything. Sweet faith hug. It was me. I had to go out and come back in. Oh, okay. Good, good, good. It's cutting in and out, Angie. Oh, gosh. Oh, well. Homebound mama, how are you feeling, honey? Yes, her dad has something. Okay, I'm back. Had to get snacks. It's choppy. So, yeah, Susan, you may not need the snacks if it's still being choppy. Hey, preacher, I want me. No, no, I'm getting notifications. Dude, don't apologize. Oh no, I'm just tired. Yeah, I don't like for my, I like for my streams to be, good for you guys. You were doing great for a little bit and went back frozen and fuzzy. Okay, maybe it's just, whatever. That sounds about the way my day's been, or my evening at least. So it's the way I feel. So yeah, but I went to the pharmacy, got all my medication updated and everything, get that all ready so I can pack that all up and done last minute errands. Just run with a girl. Just run. Don't run too far. It was okay, Josh. We cleaned out the back of the car. Well, we vacuumed the whole thing out, and I found some secret storages. I thought the other day, I thought I found some places that we could start packing some odd stuff. So, yeah, I found some little cubby holes to make packing easier, and so hopefully it'll make packing easier. So, but yeah, it's that point to where okay, now we're down to the final days. So now I get nervous and a little scared, apprehensive, but excited. So my emotions are like all over. I'm lagging. Okay. Uh, where's it going back here? Uh, quiet listener, is she looking for a mobility card? But anyway, good night, all. Sorry to be a party pooper. Hey, get some rest, girl. Get some rest. How bad am I lagging? Why is I'm getting all these notifications? Oh, Instagram. Somebody's over there looking at my Instagram. Oh Lord. She just must have just found me. Um, Tucker got new shirts today, so he will look handsome for his lady Bella. Yes, he's wearing another one of her dresses. Hello, Ellsworth Carl. I'm sorry. I saw you come in and was busy and forgot to say hi. Lacey just had a bad seizure. Oh no. You all put prayers in the chat for Lacey. Um, that is, I hate to hear her having seizures. Yep, not Denise this time. Matches. Hey, Matches. I'm not kidding you, son. I laid it out here, 2 packets. There's your birthday card, son. Remember, I tried mailing it twice, and I said, forget it. I'll bring it to you at Christmas. There's your birthday card. Yeah, I hate it. Lacey's having seizures again. I mean, like that. So yeah, you. I can't wait to meet you, Matches. I need a good laugh. But it just, I don't know. It's like, and we vacuumed the car out and everything, and we went to go to town so I can go pick up my medicine and everything. And we started the car, and there was a warning thing come up, and it said power steering failure. And I thought, oh crap, oh no. But he shut the car off, turned it back on, and it was fine. So I'm going to try tomorrow to get him to check power steering fluid, and maybe it's just low on fluid. Oh, now. Oh, no, yeah. And I'm hoping that's all it is because, I'm getting ready to hit the road for about 16 hours. Don't need the car acting up now. So, but yeah, tomorrow I'm going to have Rick check the fluids in it and top everything off, check the pressure in the tires, all that good stuff. And just hope nothing goes wrong because I got enough money to get down there, hopefully. But that's if we go straight through. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, that kind of sent me, I was doing this today and then that started going, oh, no. Now I'm starting to worry. You leave at 4 a.m. Well, what are you still doing up? Not looking forward to that drive. Timmy Ray said, when are we going to meet? I hope you can come to Louisiana so we can meet, so we can do some dumpster diving together. You never know. I've always wanted to go to Louisiana. Denise Pace, if what she say up here, I missed her, was why the end of one of the last lives I hadn't watched. You were saying the crystals were calcite, not the train. Now I'm super interested. Rock hounding, yeah. Rock hounding is, oh wow, it's a hobby of yours. Hello, Lacey. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to do some more while I'm down there. It's only 9:45 there, but still, you got to be up in a few hours. You got a long drive too. So, but yeah, that's me though. The night before I have to leave out, I'll be like wide awake, going, yeah, okay, okay, yeah. Usually by now, coffee is, you know, I usually if I have a cup of coffee, I don't make it all the way through. About halfway through it, I'm out. Yeah, I've already had a cup of coffee tonight. It ain't working. Don't forget to let me out of the trunk. I have to go to the bathroom every day. And have some sweet tea. Well, if I give you sweet tea, then you got to go to the bathroom again. Then that means I got to stop and let you out again. And some whole shell fossils. Oh, that would be awesome. So yeah, I'm hoping to get to go. They say Cedar Keys is a good place to do some shelling. And Annette, hello, honey. So I'm wanting to go out there and maybe take a boat ride out. I don't think it's that expensive. Take the boat ride out to this little island so that we can. I'll always say hi to Lacey. She's a sweet girl. She's a sweet girl. And go out to this little island, especially since they've had some hurricanes come through. Might be able to find some good shells. So I want to go do some shelling. You never know what you'll find. And yeah, you'll be in the truck headed to Florida. Now we're leaving out Sunday. You're leaving out Monday, right? So Hmm. I keep missing. I am sending the gas money. Denise, you've already done all that, honey. You've already done all that. Am I missing Quiet Listener's post? Why am I not seeing her post? Yeah, you're leaving Monday. I got an aunt go dumpster diving and she told me she found a PS4 with everything came and she told me today PS4 worked. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you find them that, it's like some stores you return stuff and you say, oh, it don't work. You just basically want your money back. Um, um, she's in the bushes. Oh, I can't find her. Um, Denise, you've already gone above and beyond, honey, what anybody could ask. I love you to pieces. I really, really do. And I am going to, I'll repay you someday, somehow, some way. I really will. Victoria, where are you at, honey? Vicky. She may have already gone by now, but yeah, I'm looking forward to new and exciting adventures with Susan. Um, I don't know, and part of me hates to leave. You just did with your, oh, Victoria's still here. Okay. Victoria, you said you was looking for a mobility scooter. What kind of scooter are you looking for, honey? Angie, we're going to have a blast. Yes, we are, honey. And Denise, I can't say enough good words to ever pay you back. You have been so amazing. A true, true friend. I'm telling you. You have gone beyond, you know, a sub. You've gone above a supporter. You have become, you're up there with family and friend, buddy. You are, you know, yeah, I see her in there now. Grandma Kelly is in the house. Hi, honey. Yes, an enclosed mobility scooter that I could ride even in bad weather. Yeah, I was looking at some of those quiet listener or Victoria, I'm sorry. Um, I was looking at some of those too. Yeah, the one I'd really like to have is like $3,000. But you know me, I got to be different, right? And have you seen the one that looks like a motorcycle? She wants a four wheeler like Angie. Yeah, why can't we just do that? Claim our four wheelers or stuff as our mobility scooters. Well, we have to have, oh, well, that chicken. We have to have something that will get us around in the terrain that we live in, right? A four wheel off road, yeah. The golf cart that Susan is enclosed cover for it. They run somewhere around 4,000. Yeah, but Susan, that's a little. I was looking at that too. It's a little bigger than putting it in on that little thing on the back of your car, and carrying and hauling it around. You'd have to put a trailer on there. I ever need a scooter, I'm going to get to make it look like a little tank. There you go, guys. There's a really cool one that looks like a little motorcycle. I said, yeah, that would be me. But then I could be a biker chick, couldn't I? Yeah, that's what I need. To be street legal here in Washington State and needs no license. Yeah. Well, that little golf cart thingy that she has would probably uh, is a bit cheaper, but it won't go fast enough for me. Yeah, but I don't think it does as good in the sand and stuff either, does it? Is it got those little? I'm just afraid that. Okay, you remember when the kids would have the battery operated like four wheelers or whatever the cars. Um, well, it's not a. It's like a scooter made in the um, style of a golf cart. I don't know. You'd have to check it out. Maybe and maybe not, but you know. But you remember those little toys the kids used to have? Uh, the EG goes 33 miles an hour. Oh, wow. Grandma Kelly is on her laptop saying hi to everybody. Everybody say hi to Grandma Kelly. Um, but you know how when they would get in the least bit of wet grass or sand or mud, they just sit there in them plastic wheels and just spin? That's what I'm afraid of. You know, the little power wheels, yeah, stuff like that. And I want something that, you know, I can take off the cement, go across the dirt, you know. No, I don't expect to go through sand or snow up to my knees or anything like that. And but yet, you know, if I want to cross the dirt road, I want to cross the dirt road, you know. And, it's just, I know I'm crazy, but you know, of course, insurance, they're going to want to give you the cheapest one they can find. Yes, my friend's dad souped up theirs, and the kids zoomed around, souped up theirs. Oh, yeah. Isn't that, yeah. I'm going to take Angie for a ride. No, I'll drive. No thanks. Hey, honey. Gonna have to take my crash helmet with me, Susan. You're gonna drive. How are you, Tim? Oh, I'm glad to see you in the house. We got 15 people in the house. I hope y'all hit the thumbs up on your way in. And if I lag or anything, I'm sorry. It's part of living in the country. Just bear with me in a couple of days. I'll be in Florida. Party pooper. Check out that link, Angie, that I put. Oh, I will. I'll go in there and check that out later. Needs a full on motocross helmet. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ride with Susan. Get my motorcycle helmet on. Get my chest plates on. My shoulder pads on. My elbow guards, knee guard. Oh gosh. Not just a construction hat, right? Right. Uh, interesting. There's a few poses that get interesting. Yeah, I believe it. Where I enter someone's house. Uh, Always ring the door. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Took me a minute, Victoria. Like I said, my brain's just not with it all. All that great tonight. Rick was in there and he kept looking at me and I'm like, what? He's like, what are you thinking? You look like you're about to say something. What are you thinking? I'm like, and I said 101 things at once, you know. So I said, don't ask what I'm thinking because I don't know. Mental note, always check the speed level before taking off or you will fall off and dump the passengers. Oh no. Oh Lord have mercy. Susan, it only holds two, right? So Jim and Rick will be able to pick us up after you dump us. Uh, yeah, my mental laundry list. Oh, I've actually started making a list too. So it's like, okay, yeah, you think you're packed. Got my clothes packed, but now I've got to pack up my recording stuff, my laptop, you know, all the other essentials. You know, and laugh if I saw you do that. Yeah, we would probably be rolling and laughing too. And then the pain would set in. I can just imagine the videos I'm gonna make. One of a kind. Oh, guys, I needed this laugh. I'm telling you. Oh, goodness. I mean, and I know I shouldn't overthink things, but yay, part of my disability is I overthink everything. Um, Ran over a flagpole and almost hit a kid and RV. Susan, how many times have you hit your RV? Huh? Huh? Just say it. Josh needs to film that too. I want multiple. You want multiple perceptions of that? Okay, yeah. I have a feeling that I'm going to say, me and Susan are going, and he's going to grab a camera and just start going. Okay, where are we going? I don't know how I'm going to pack my cosplay stuff, considering. Oh, they're in 440-gallon totes. You don't need all your cosplay stuff. Just bring your pirate outfit. I've got my pirate dress down there, but I might be able to pack my other outfit, my other pirate costume. But I got to pack my hat. So um, that's why I can't be hypnotized. I'm just, my brain is always all over the place. You have to keep these people on your toes or on their butts on the ground. I almost dumped Tucker off the golf cart. Oh, Lord, that poor doggy. I'm going to take like a milk crate and strap it in for him so that he can, be put in like this little crate so that he won't dump him. Pack those depends. Mom was laughing about that today. I am too busy thinking about what they're saying to me. I know, right? And then it's like, okay, you're listening to what they're saying and you're anticipating what they're going to say, you know, or did I hear what they said before, right? So you're rethinking the last phrase, hearing this phrase, and thinking about what that phrase, the next phrase is going to be. Yeah, I'm a busy thinker. Uh, just might need him when we ride with me. Yeah, yeah, my brain is always going. That's what's so funny sometimes about trying to figure out what I'm thinking. We had a hypnotist at our in high school. It didn't work on me either, but it did on my friends. That was the funniest stuff. Yeah, yeah. And see, that's like my brain. It never stops. That's why it's hard for me to go to sleep. Um, Once I get to sleep, I'm okay. But as soon as I wake up, my brain starts in again. And then it'll, and if I haven't slept too good, it'll take me 2, 3 hours before I'm able to go back to sleep. So, yeah. And if I say, like, if I'm tired and I fight off sleep, then it's several hours before I get tired again. So that's why, like if I'm driving and I tell Josh, hey, you got to drive because I got to sleep, then if I push through and I don't take a nap, then I'm wide awake. You know, it's like you mentally took a nap, so you're awake for hours again. You'll ever have me hypnotized? Yeah, it won't work. It won't work. Then again, see, Grandma Kelly says, my brain has been doing that for years, and lately it's suddenly stopped. Is that weird? I wouldn't think it would be. I think I would be grateful. Um, Now, some days I will have that. I will have a day like that. I call them my down days. It's like my brain just doesn't click in gear. God is great. Hello, hello. How's everything over in Japan? That is fascinating, Grandma Kelly. I wonder what changes are. Yeah, Grandma Kelly, that's what I would be more curious about, what the changes are. Has something changed? Now you're not as anxious or you're not worried about something as much. Um, you know, has there been a change? Thanks everyone for the prayers. Lacey says thanks. Oh, that's no problem, Carl. We love Lacey. Lacey's always part of this family. What time is it in Japan? Denise says. But yeah, I'll have days to where Rick will say, "Did you call so and so?" No, I forgot. Did you lay something out for dinner? Oh crap! No, I forgot. You know, because some days my brain just won't work. You know, it's either working too fast to remember stuff, or you know, Michigan Gems. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm glad that she's all smile. Yes, a lot has changed, but the brain thing is part of my learning issue. Hmm. This is part of my learning issue. Yeah. See, that's what sometimes, like I said, sometimes my brain will, I just say my brain shut down, you know. But that's what started all of my problems back when I was working and everything, because my brain stayed so busy, it literally locked up. You know, who wants to place bets on if Angie falls off or we wreck on the golf cart? Susan, it's now technically Jaeger's birthday. Oh, yay! Jaeger, my grandpuppy. So, but yeah, I'm just, and see, people, this is why I want Susan. There's pretty good odds of that. Yeah. Happy birthday, fur baby. Yeah. Depends on who's driving, Susan. Troy knows. Troy knows. Just get it on video, Carl. Better than a scratch. Better than a scratch. Chances are better than a scratch and win. I got it now. Yeah, okay. Tucker might be the best driver. Oh my gosh. But like I said, today is a good example why I need to go south in the winter, because we were outside, even though it wasn't really cold, cold, it was just damp and dreary like. And then went to the store and went to the store and back, and I looked up and it was 7 o'clock and it was jet black out. And I'm like, it should be in the middle of the night. But it just makes me depressed. And when you know how it is when you get depressed, you can't really get into anything. You don't enjoy anything. I'm just scrolling through YouTube going, yeah, I'll watch that. Oh no, I'm bored with that already. And so that's, big reason why I go south in the winter, so that I can entertain my brain. Winter gray, it sucks. Yes. Getting snow there next week, Susan. So we're going to burn rubber to Florida. Yep. Yeah, I'm coming back. It started drizzling the rain. And everybody, when it drizzles outside, your mood drizzles, you know. And so that in me, like I said, sends me downhill. It's just, it's hard to explain and it's weird, but it's me. Sorry. Yes, green grass, green trees, where everything looks alive and vibrant and happy. I need happy. So, but yeah, I keep saying sorry. That's just me. I shouldn't apologize. I got to learn to quit apologizing for my disability, because that is what makes me me. And I know that and I understand that. That's why I can't handle Arizona or places that don't have green grass and trees. Yeah. That's why me and Susan get along so well. We're so much alike, it's scary. Even my mom says we should have been twins. That's how much alike we are. And Rick and Jim, when they talk, you hear like, oh, yeah, I understand that. Oh, yeah, I know that. I do apologize too much, don't I? So that's just, that's the way I always was, because I grew up feeling less than, you know. Then we need to go to Ireland. Plenty of green grass. Plenty of green, yeah. birthing twins. Wow, that's a lot like. Uh, yeah, that's what Mom says. But it's funny though. Like I said, when you listen to the guys talk, and especially, and it's good for them too, because especially when you feel like nobody understands. I have twins. That is the craziest thing I ever did. Yeah, my mom is a twin. And so I was always afraid, oh, am I going to have twins too? I had a friend that saw the pictures of all of us, and everyone thought Jim and Rick were brothers. I know, right? I've had other people say that. And I love it when we go somewhere, somebody will say, he looks familiar. And I'm like, no, no, people, he's not. We were in Kentucky the other night during the Christmas show lights, and I was talking to one of the guys there from the Shriners, and he says he just looks so familiar. I'm like, we're not even from Kentucky. He's not even from West Virginia, and he's just got one of those faces, dude. Yeah, I was worried about having twins. Then I had Josh. Oh, heaven help me. Yeah. But no, Josh is a good kid. I could have handled twins of him, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Can I rethink that one too? Uh oh, it jumps. Let me see. I have my whole life to hide my disability. Honey, Kelly, broken and tired. Um, I have learned I don't hide it no more. Don't hide your disabilities. Um, because it has made you who you are. And and the more you hide it, I realized too that the more I hid my disabilities, it was like telling a lie. Once you tell the first one, you got to tell another one to cover that and another one to cover that, you know, and all that stuff. Um, and so all Jim said after we left your house is me and Rick went there, me and Rick went there. Mandy Brown, hello, hello, and welcome to the family, or welcome to yeah, you know what I mean. Um, Josh had a mind for him. I thought he was from New York or someplace based on how you talk. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, I mean, but yeah. So when I tried to hide my disability, then somebody'd say, "What's wrong?" Then you had to come up with an excuse of what's wrong. Then you had to come up with, but you had to make sure the excuse was something that wouldn't hurt their feelings or wouldn't make them feel bad about themselves or about you, you know. And so it's just, um, Susan says, "Oh wait, oh I can't lie no more. I'm an amazing driver. You just hide it." I have always been open up how it's, especially to Slot Sister and Big Easy Slot on their lives. Yeah. And that, I don't say about funny or how all the time. That's such a Canadian thing. Yeah. To say American is different. When some wrong, I don't say nothing. I just keep my head. Uh, the clothing. You don't have a damn accent. But so yeah, I mean, think about it, because somebody will say, "Well, Angie, let's all go out to dinner." Well, okay. I don't want to tell them I got a disability, so now I got to come up with an excuse why I can't go out. And then after about the third time, they're like, "Is something wrong? Is there a reason why you just don't want to hang out with us?" Or, you know, "No, it's such and such," or, "Oh, you just caught me at a bad. So finally, I realized that by everything's fine and you smile. Yeah. Excited. They are deciding to do a fundraiser for me. Oh, that's sweet. So yeah, um, and then two, with Rick, he could see something was wrong, and I'd say, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm just, whatever." And then he starts saying, "Is there something wrong with me? You know, am I tired of him? Did he do something wrong?" So I realized it's just easier to fess up, you know, because how many times has there been a joke about that when you hear your girl say, "Oh no, it's not you, it's me"? That's usually the starting of a breakup. Well, when I would say, "Don't worry, it's nothing. You didn't do nothing. It's just me." And yes, definitely keep us in the loop. So I just now I find that being honest about it is easier. Well, I can't go because, I have this disability, and sometimes it gets the better of me, you know, and explaining things to Rick, I can now say I'm having one of my spells, and he understands it. He may not, well, I was going to say, he may not completely understand the spell, but he understands what I'm talking about, you know. And see, MG Preacher right there. That's what me and him fight about all the time, right there. He says, "I just suppress it and bury my issues deep inside and hope they never get revealed." Yeah. See, that's what we fight about, because he actually, I'm thinking, okay, go to counseling, because that helped me a lot. He goes to the counselor and he talks about how fine he is and how great everything is and blah, blah, blah. And the doctor's like, "What?" But yet he come home and cry all night long because he was out peopling, and stuff like that. And that's why I said, don't hide it, you know, so that we are talking about it finally. Yes. That's why I said, um, yeah, Josh, it only works for so long. Super trucker, hello, hello. Embrace the crazy and parade it down the street. There you go, super trucker. I believe that Jim thinks that we are double trouble, but he knows it's not him. That is what's important. Yes, Kelly. But up until that point, until I finally opened up about it, um, then, he didn't know that. So, yeah, my husband and family knows, just not everyone else much. Yeah, because not a lot of people don't know about the syndrome. Yeah, see, that same thing with Danny D and with Susan. Their disabilities are not a widely known disability with the doctors and nurses and the medical people to learn about it. So to uh, who has kids diagnosed with it won't be scared. Yeah. Release the inner you. There you go. Jim doesn't think, he knows. So people, that's why I said, don't hide your disabilities. You know, um, me and Rick tease all the time. I'm crazy, and I got papers to prove it. You know, and but that's basically that's what it is. Everybody says, "Oh, she's on a crazy chick." No, I would love to be able to go back out and work, and feel like I'm being a good, productive citizen, but I can't. And I had to realize that only 500 people in the world have it. Probably more now. I can't keep track. Yeah. But when I was growing up, to even let on like you were having different thoughts, I'll put it that way, it was taboo. You know, people didn't talk about mental illness and stuff. And so that's why I said, I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'll tell you about it because it needs to be um, brought to the forefront. And yeah, I got witnesses to the crazy. Yeah, I never hide mine. I tell the world, educate people. Yeah, education, people, education. I don't need papers. It is too obvious. Yeah. But see, that's what, people's got to realize. I mean, and I'll admit, when I was when we were growing up and we'd see people with a disability, we'd look at them like they were different. Kids would shun people. I had a friend of mine that was born with, I don't know if it's spina bifida. I'm thinking spina bifida. And they tried to do surgery on her spine, and they put all of her muscles were like in a knot at the lower part of her back. She was on crutches for a while in high school, and then ended up in a wheelchair um, about time we went to college. But up until her, you know, I was, easy way to say it, I wasn't real comfortable around people with disabilities. Uh, I don't have mental illnesses. I was created this way so I can think in different ways. So I see and understand differently. I see what others don't see. See, that is the perfect way to think of it. Yeah. Uh, Scraped off those places on your feet today and you don't feel a thing. I didn't feel that. Well, that's good, Susan. More and more nerves are dying. That's not good, Susan. Don't have much feeling left in your feet. That's scary. Danny D, that's like my dad when he was diagnosed. Yeah, okay, whatever it was. Michigan Carol, hello, hello. I love this topic. So glad it's being discussed. It is something I struggle with daily. Only wished I wasn't too tired from my disability to discuss it. Right. Ain't that the truth? That's what my disability is, right? Spina bifida. Yeah. No boxes for me. Yep. There you go. Kelly is not living inside no box. Yep. Initialize everything negatively. That it's me. And that's why I don't have many friends. And then my degenerative arthritis, people think I'm just lazy. Exactly. See, that's me with the hole in my heart. People can't see that. They can't see that when I get up to do something, I lose oxygen. I almost passed out on Rick today because we were out there vacuuming out the car. And I thought, that's not doing that much. He was doing most of the vacuuming. But I took the little broom and I started sweeping around the corners. It's still not moving a lot. but I was exerting myself. And I was bent over, and when I raised up, honey, let me tell you. So I about hit the ground now. But people don't see that. They look at me and they think, that I'm fine there too. And that's why I have the handicap parking, because if I exert myself, I could pass out. And so people don't see that, and they judge you. They automatically judge you. Grandma Kelly, yes, Busby, we know what your disability is. You're a man. I love you. There was like 5 people in North America with it back then. Yeah. I was 4 when I was diagnosed. My parents didn't know what I had. Yeah. And Betty Boo, hello, hello. My Sarah has spina bifida. We were told she had a 50-50 chance of never walking. Yeah. Danny, may I ask what your disability is called? Buzzy's asking Danny. The nickname for my nerve disease is called the suicide disease because people get tired of the pain and trying to get pain medication. So they give up and commit suicide. See, that's another one of those diseases that is not widely known. And people think you're a pill chaser, I had severe anxiety, jump, and depression and chronic pain. So we are quite the crew. Here we go. Yeah, I suffer from severe depression and severe anxiety and the bipolar and the PTSD and the OCD. And, I could throw so much in there at you. And now I've got the hole in the heart, right? With the heart issues. Danny D said it's called Costello syndrome. Did I say it right? Costello syndrome. We get judged by our own family. Yes. Yep. Ellsworth, don't believe everything they tell you about spina bifida. Yes, we do, Carl. See, even Michigan Carol's agreed. Um, I like to call my OD, that my OCD, oh, perfectionism. There you go, Denise. It's RSD, CRPS, nerve disease. The nerve system is in overdrive and shuts down part of her body. Yeah. Yeah, OCD, that does sound better than OCD, doesn't it? Oh, I said it right. Okay, good, good, good. But yeah, people, we've got to change other people's perception of disability. It's not really Ellsworth. They said I would be dead by 21, and he's now 47. See, there you go. Betty Boop is saying hi to New Horizons. I swear it's Rick's phone. When it gets a notification or something, it's the Woody Woodpecker sound. It just scared the crap out of me. Um, I had doctors tell me I'd be crippled by the time I was 30 because of my arthritis. But, I learned to go with it, and that I met and all the subscribers that our family gave get me through it. Yeah. I know Grandma Kelly was just joking, but in all seriousness, male mental issues is a major issue yet because it's become basically a genetic code in us that we're supposed to be the rock and our mental, yeah. See, Josh, that is so true. That is so, so true. I don't even know you'll finish that conversation here in a minute, and it is the truth. It is the truth because I can just speak for me, and I'm not a man though, so that doesn't. But men were always supposed to be, the strong ones and stuff. Susan, I learned about that in the university. Oh gosh, that is what is deep. You need angel tears for some CBD and some CBD. Yeah. Sorry, but he said his second issue. Yeah, yeah, he knows you were just joking. Mental health isn't taken seriously enough because we're always to walk it off or be a man. Yes. Or they look at you and say, just grow a pair. You know. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth, Josh, right there in a nutshell. We were told that our oldest, Chelsea, would live past 6 months. Okay, I said it was supposed to be wouldn't live past 6 months. And now she's 24. And we're going through all that while trying to finish high school. Yeah. Yeah, see that Kelly's saying that she was raised that way too. Yeah. To always to walk it off and suck it up, Gus, and and all that stuff. Ellsworth, they said I would never drive. I'd never own a car. Right, right. See, and so on. Yeah, see. And like I said, Grandma Kelly, I know you were just joking. Yeah, but see, I'm glad Josh is learning to finally speak freely about this stuff. You know, I'm happy no cameras were around when I was diagnosed and began treatment. I streaked after I started meds. Ellsworth. Busby's asking Ellsworth, does she have a shunt? And see, and that's what, even though, I'm a girl and stuff, but like I said, I was always a big tomboy. And I was raised, a lot of my cousins were males that I hung out with. I think that what all of us know is that the medical professions are not as effective as the well person population thinks. Exactly. They do a lot sometimes, other times never enough. We still know so little. Exactly. Because now, and I tell people, and I've even told my doctor this, okay? Um, I'll tell him, I'll get a second opinion or whatever. Because until that plaque on your wall says that, you have earned the rights to do medicine, then we'll talk. I'll take you, but it gives them the right to practice medicine because it's not an art. There is no clear cut answers, right? So, yeah. Ellsworth says there's no shunt. It was about a year before the doctors could professionally diagnose my, yeah. Doctors don't know everything. That's why it's called practice. See, there you go. And that's what I told him. I said, it's taken me this long since my heart attack. Right after my heart attack, I felt good. But then as I got up and got over the survivor's guilt and started getting out and doing more, then I realized I was losing the oxygen. So it's taken me this long. And even to this day, my regular heart doctor sent me to have this test done to see about the heart, the hole in the heart, to see how bad it was, see if it can be repaired, which he said it sounded like I was a good candidate for the repair, because basically all they do is they find where the hole in the heart is, which he has a pretty good idea from the bubble test that they did. But they needed to measure the flow between it that goes through the hole. And what they do is they go in and they sandwich that hole, okay, so that it don't leak. Now, it was so important. I had to get this test done before I went south because it could be, it could be worse by the time I got home, blah, 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 and all this stuff. So, Yes, we ran out. We had the test done. Now, the guy that did the test, I was supposed to be in a little later on, and I was supposed to go, I had the test, and then I go, no, that's what it is. I had the test done, then I go see the doctor that reads it. Well, he was in a hurry to leave that day. So he comes in and talks to me first, and then I go have the test done. I'll go back to chat here in a minute, guys. And then he did stop by afterwards. He's like, oh, the hole in my heart. I said, he's talking about, I said, so, but what about the hole in my heart? Oh, yeah, there's a hole in your heart, but it's not that big. I wouldn't worry about it. And he ups and leaves. That's it. If it was me, I wouldn't fix it. That's all he said. But in the meanwhile, I'm the one losing oxygen. I'm the one about passes out, especially if I bend over, because it does cut off your airway and stuff. And so you would think that my regular heart doctor would call me back. I haven't heard from him yet either. So now I've got two choices, right? I could worry about it, stress about it, keep calling my doctor. What's going on? We need to get this done, and delay my trip. Or I just go live the best possible life that I have right here, right now, and enjoy myself and deal with it when I get back. So what choices do you think I'm going to take? I'm not going to let a doctor or a medical issue dictate my life. I will work around it and I will work with it. But I refuse to let it dictate my life. Because if I did that, where am I going to be? I'm going to be stuck in a recliner, doing absolutely nothing, being miserable, and considering suicide again. No, I'm not going to do that. I refuse. Are we going on? Hello, Zaxton. I refuse to let something like that control me. And if that's the wrong way of thinking, please let me know how I need to be. But if I sit around and wait to get better and miss life, what if I don't get better? Then what has that lifespan been? Are we more worried about the quantity of life? You can't see me stretching. Or are we worried about the quality of life? So, yeah. So when I get back, oops, let me see here. You see, this is why I suppress like 95% of myself. But I would have grabbed him, threw him against the wall, and said, well, Josh, that's what I'm going to do when I get back. That's what I plan on doing when I get back. Maybe not grabbing him up, throwing him up against the wall, but I'm going to nail him down. Something's got to give. Because right now, I am paying $30-some a month to have oxygen so that I can get out and enjoy life. Okay. Now, that means for the rest of my life, if the prices don't go up, okay, I will be spending about $30 a month for the rest of my life just so I can breathe good enough to enjoy my life. Okay, now, or I can pay a one-time fee, that my insurance doesn't cover. Yes, it will be a hardship, but yes, it can be done. And I can fix that, right? fix that issue and go on with my life. You know, we don't let anything hold us back. There you go, Carl. That is the way to be. And, you know, I spent, but agreed with advocating for our own health. Yes, yes. Advocate for your own health, because that's what I tell the doctors. I live in this body. I know what's normal and what's not normal for me. You know, most people can take Benadryl and it makes them sleepy. I take Benadryl and it hypes me up. So I know what works for me and what don't work for me. You know, so listen to me. You know, Josh, I totally get that. I have an inner rage thing too. It gets better. You can learn to lessen it. Yeah. Uh, Grandma Kelly, I'm never serious. Yeah. I'm going back through chat, you know. Um, but yeah, hello, Alan Schaefer. You know, and that's why I tell people, live your best life. You know, yes, life sucks. Life throws you curves. You know, life is not perfect, but we can do the best. We can have the best life with what we're given. You know, agree with advocating for. Okay, I got that far. Nice, Carl. The best $30 a month you ever spent. Yeah. Ellsworth, can I ask what disability? Oh, mercy, Tucker is lying here snoring to beat the band. I love my doctor. He listens to me. He listens and chews me out when I need it. Yeah. And Carol, Michigan Carol says, I am scared to death if I feel this bad now and diagnosis and disease progresses. Do I have nothing to look forward to? Well, you know what, Carol? Only you can answer that. Okay, you know what life has dealt you. Make the best of it. Plan for the best of it. You know, that's like right now. Stay safe and awesome. Good night. Good night, Victoria. I hope I didn't scare you off with this crazy talk. I'm the voice for the girls. I have been put in handcuffs for my girls after yelling at doctors because Lacey took 55 seizures on us in 2.5 days. Wow. Yeah. You know, that is, I don't blame me. Yeah. Good night, Victoria. I hope I didn't. I hope I'm not, you know, aggravating anybody with this topic. Um, oh, Danny B is going to bed too. Good night, Danny G. Uh, take this saying from me. You have one life, live it to your fullest. Exactly. Exactly. Not at all. Okay, Victoria, thank you. No, I'm tired. Going to the mall tomorrow. Okay. I love my doctor because he's Army too. Yes. Our family doctor is amazing. Um, he could be getting up to walk out and you say something and he'll come down, he'll come back and he'll sit down, he'll sit there and he'll cross his legs and say, okay, let's talk about this. Let's, you know, let's figure this out. Let's, you know, and he is not afraid to go that extra mile, you know. He's adamant about helping me. He knows the pain. Yeah, because Josh has been having trouble with his back, and his doctor just went through back surgery. He hasn't been back to work a couple months, 3 months, 4 months. I need to hear this stuff, Michigan Carol says. Well, because I have not a single person who advises me to enjoy life now while I still can. Honey, that is the whole thing. Like I said, on the back of my coffee mug, on my videos, you'll see it a lot of times. But it's like the adventure awaits. Get out there, Find yours and make the memory, you know? Yeah, we may have to do things differently than other people, but, hey, that's what makes us special, you know? We may react differently. I mean, but that's what makes it memorable, and that's what makes us who we are. That's why I said I would love to get enough money together for me and Susan to go to Disney and go through Disney like kids, you know? Because, before when I was there, I had kids or I was taking another family that had never been there. So I'm entertaining kids. And I would love to. Now, if it's just me and Josh, we entertained ourselves. I loved it. And that's what I want to do. I want to go into Disney and be a kid for a change, you know? Uh, let's go back up here. YouTubers do. No one in real life. Yeah. Well, honey, my email address is on my About page, and it was on a ticker here. I don't know where the ticker went to. Hang on a second. I don't know where it went to. But it's back now. My email is right there somewhere. And email me because I will be that voice of reason for you. The Bad Idea Lab. Oh, hello. How are you? Welcome in. We are discussing a not very widely discussed topic, and we'll just find something to keep you going. Find a purpose. Yes, Busby, there's a big list of them from seizures, ADHD, autism, uh, microcephaly, oh, okay, and more. All 4 girls are special needs. When I was diagnosed, I just sat in a recliner and watched TV. Then I started doing YouTube. Exactly, Susan. I have had over 50 surgeries. Busby saying I guess I could bring these up, couldn't I? Michigan Carroll, I have had over 50 surgeries and died twice. I have learned to live for the moment, not for the day. Every day above ground is a great day. Tomorrow isn't promised. And honey, I learned that one the hard way. Oh, and side note, Josh says, uh, I guess my rage suppression, I can't even talk, systems are on point because my blood pressure is pretty much textbook perfect. Exactly. Right? Okay. Trying to hide that comment. Yeah. I always tell my girls to never give up and don't stop believing in yourself. Exactly. Exactly. I just try to make every day the best I can for my son. Yeah. Super Trucker says, Josh, Army, don't quit. That's right. Like I told everyone, they will always be daddy's little girl. Yes, that is something that is um, Bad Idea Lab says, Busby, you rock. Um, that's why I dedicated my channel to try and help inspire people with disabilities to find something they can do exactly. That's what I try to do. I hear you, Busby. Thank you, Busby. I'm lucky to have them. We Army, we lead the way. Even though I might not be a good driver. um, See, that's what I want to encourage people on this channel because, for years I sat and thought I was the only one. Am I the only one thinks this way? Am I the only one feels this way? Am I, am I that strange? Am I that screwed up? Am I that big of a burden? Am I? And then I got to meet people on here. And I'm not the only one. Army dad, brother, and uncle. Yeah. We're Army. We lead the way. Yeah. So I want people to know it's okay to not be okay. Matter of fact, I encourage it because that is what makes us individuals. That is what makes us see things. And like Grandma Kelly says, we see things differently. We do things differently. We're problem solvers most of the time because we do find an alternative to it, something. James Cantonese. Hello, hello. Uh, Denise says, maybe you enjoy driving reckless and running over toes, Susan. Therefore, you are doing what you love. Well, this is the way I look at it, okay? It's Susan, I know I tease you, but if you want to drive, I'll let you drive. Because, let me, James, I know one thing, radiation, a pain, 6 a.m. in the morning to go get it done the last 3 weeks. Out. Just be strong, everyone. You are a fighter. There you go. I was raised very different from a lot of disabled kids. I was made to try things. There you go. I was told you have to put your own braces on. Tell me who, yeah, exactly. But like, okay, going back to Susan. Susan, how long has it been since you was able to drive a car? You know, let's just be honest, okay? And that's why I said, if Susan wants to drive that golf cart, I'll climb in it and I'll go with her. Because how long has it been, Susan, since you've been able to drive a car and been able to take yourself places? Well, I mean, I know you had the little scooter, but your mobility, you know, and now you're driving, the golf cart and stuff. So yeah, hello, let's celebrate that, right? Uh, Ellsworth Carl says, we were told the girls wouldn't have eye and hand control. I got my girls fishing, and now they can reel their own fish in themselves. I think there's videos of them fishing. See, that is amazing. That is amazing, Ellsworth. Super trucker and the roads and the driveways. Basically, stay inside and take cover. I haven't drove a vehicle in 8 years now. So don't it actually feel pretty good to be driving a golf cart? Doesn't it give you some kind of, um, kind of like a little boost in your step? Bad idea. I live. Oh, okay. Bad idea. Okay. Yeah, but you're talking to the person. Bad idea. Okay. I live in Arizona, 1,700 miles away from family. It's proof I can do things on my own. There you go. I push my body though so much, try not to let the pain slow me down. I wasn't going to give up. See, and that's the point right there. And maybe I am just that stupid. Maybe I'm just stubborn. Sharon Lewis, welcome, honey. But I refuse to give in to something like that. That's why with the bipolar and stuff, I don't do the medication because nothing is going to control my mental capacities that I do have. I'll throw that in there. Nothing's going to control me but me. Okay? The rest day once in a while is not giving up. Yes, the rest is not giving up. And that's why when we went to St. Augustine. I didn't push Susan. Uh, start with this. Okay. Um, yes, a ways to Oklahoma. I went on a big hike up a mountain just because I wanted to prove to myself that it wasn't going to give up. Yeah. See, and I was worried last year when me and Susan went to St. Augustine. I'm like all ready to put her little buggy, her little scooter in the back of my vehicle. And I mean, Jim got it out, showed us how, showed me how to take it apart, put it together. Um, I was all ready for that. And Susan's like, no, we're going to walk through St. Augustine, you know? And so I'm like, okay, just don't overdo it. And of course, with me, which I didn't know I had the hole in my heart at the time, I was having issues too. Um, we would walk a little bit and we would relax a little bit. We'd walk a little bit and we would relax a little bit, you know. So, yeah. Uh, where's that? Okay. Long ways from Eden, Oklahoma base. Susan, I went on a, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm caught up with Jack. But I weren't going to say, oh no, Susan, you can't go unless you take your scooter. Yeah, I was concerned for her, but I wasn't going to restrict her. I think her disability restricts her enough, and that's not my job to do it. My flag rides are on hold due to the cold. I just couldn't get warm. See, that's what you have to look at. There are times when you have to reel it in, you know, for your own safety. You know, climbing those steps at that fort was hard, but you did it. Exactly. Bad Ideal says, Busby, just curious. And people, I know it sounds weird sometimes, but now, like, I can't speak for Susan. Okay, I'm not going to pretend to speak for Susan, which sometimes we finish each other's sentences, so I probably could. But for me personally, like I said, climbing those steps was hard. And Josh is like trying to watch both of us. Um, but once I got to the top of them, I stood there and like, oh, I just did that. I overcame a challenge. It's rewarding. No, I didn't have no big ticker tape parade or win some medal or whatever. But you overcame a challenge. And it is a really good feeling. So when you're tasked with a challenge again, you can look back and say, well, you know what? I did this before, so yeah, I could probably do this. You know? Yeah, that's scary, right? Yeah. My little Sarah has trouble walking at times, so I pushed her in a wheelchair in the woods so she could see the waterfalls. See, there you go. I'm telling you, Ellsworth Carl, I'm taking your first name, maybe Carl. Anyway, I'll call you Ellsworth just in case. Um, you, to me, from day one, has gotten Father of the Year award from the day I met you. And you probably will get it for the rest of my life. Mama, last year, I was in a lot of pain 99% of the time. And I was still walking around with you and still cutting down trees. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Because why? For one, he was looking after his mama. And two, he's been taught to not give in. Now, yes, there are times when we have to slow down. And that is a hard one for me. I preach it all the time to my mom. You got to slow down, blah, blah, blah. You can't do what you thought you could. And, you're not 20 anymore. You can't do that no more. I preach it to her all the time. First name is Ellsworth. Okay. All right. Good, good. Debbie. Hello, hello, honey. Welcome, welcome. So I'm finally like, if I'm going to preach the sermon, it's about time I start walking it too, right? Gotta live it. So here I am telling mom all the time, you gotta slow down, gotta take better care of yourself. Think before you do things. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'll start doing that more myself. And this year, I'll admit, yes, there's dust on my furniture. Is all I can do is to sweep, and then I've got to sit down and take a break. And sometimes taking a break isn't enough. I can't, you know, sometimes I just can't get up and do things. But usually that I feel glad said, I need 2 knee replacements, but they still say I'm too young for them. I'm a tree climber and adventure, and every step is painful. Is a painful step forward. Yeah, Rick, my husband, he goes every 4 months. It was every 3 months, but he's stretching it back. And he has a shot in both shoulders and both knees because they say he's too young to do replacement. And insurance won't, workman's comp won't do anything about it because an injury at work exacerbated it. But because there is already underlying arthritis, they won't, it's not work related, you know. Denise, my eyes are closing, so I'm off to bed. Good night, Denise. And I love you very much, girl. You get you some rest. That came in, make sure that you smack that. Oh, make sure that you have snacks. So I didn't bring enough for everybody. Yeah. Uh, I'm not father of the year. I just do for my kids any father would do or should do. There you go. Or should do. There you go. But you're an amazing person, Ellsworth. You are an amazing person. Angie, it's hard sometimes to practice what you preach. You know it well. Exactly. Yeah. And so, um, yeah, even Rick has had to learn to slow down. But usually, and Josh can tell you, my grass is mowed at least once a week, usually on the same day. I'm one of those people that, I'm OCD, so I still mow my grass in certain directions and only in those directions. Um, in the springtime, I pressure wash my house down, and I've got the wooden decks and porch on it. I um, I pressure wash all of that, the outbuildings, all of this stuff. Um, I'm not anyone special. I'm just me. You all are special to me, okay? So if I call you special, remember you're special because I think the world of all of you all. And then, sometimes I'll just spray the porch off after that. But then in the fall, I spray everything down. I pressure wash everything, move my patio furniture underneath the porch to where it's under cover, you know, and redo, pressure wash all the porch again and all of this stuff. And I pressure washed most of my porch and a couple of spots on the house that were bad. But you know what? I can't do it all like I used to do it. And in 100 years from now, it ain't gonna make a difference anyway, right? You know. And my yard and stuff used to look so perfect that we've had people make comments about how there's never anything out of place in our yard, and stuff like that. And I know it sounds crazy, but when I had the heart attack and I died, and I came back, because everybody thinks about, well, what's your tombstone going to say? How many people are going to say, oh, yeah, it's a shame. I know that girl. She had the perfect yard, you know. But, in 100 years from now, who's going to remember that? Shameless plug. Weather cooperates tomorrow. Planning on streaming the parade. Oh, good, good. White Castle burgers today. Susan had White Castle today. Me and Rick actually went out for Mexican. And yes, we actually went in, sat down, and had it there. Um, because it'll be 3 months before I can get Mexican again. Because I know there's a Mexican restaurant down there, but since I've never been there, I don't know if it's any good, and blah, blah, blah. And River Sticks, I've had your play on running for 2 days straight now. It's still running. Oh, thank you so much. It starts at 6 p.m. Yeah. You just want the self. I can't say the word right now. The Celtic cross on your headstone. Yeah, I know, baby. I know. Oh, mercy. It's gator bait Tommy. Oh. So, yeah. And I'll say it while he's in here and he can hear me. I mean, get a drink from my throat. I got the overhead fan on and it dries my sinuses and my throat out and stuff. So I'll say it since he's in here. Um, Tommy, I know I give him a hard time all the time, but that's what big sisters do, right? But I look up to that man. Um, he's another one of us that think we have to tackle the world, you know, but he does what he has to do to make his own way in life, you know. And I am so proud of him. I am so honored to call him my friend, and I'm honored that he lets me call him my little brother. So, oh Tommy, how you doing, mate? Well, in Florida, you can get Cuban. I've not really had Cuban food, but Josh, that may be something we can try this year. That sounds like a plan to me. We'll find some. I hope you're on the phone because if you're in the phone, it could get awful tight. So you can't tag each one. Josh, Josh, my wife wants to be cremated and put this is my ash. Oh my God. I'm supposed to be. Yeah, we've always said the joke. Um, when you bury me upside down so the world can kiss my. There are some beans and some rice, and the rest are rice and beans. Oh, yeah, you know, but I mean, honestly, on the main route in Palaca, I know of one Mexican place, and it looks a little shady. I'll tell you the truth about it, you know. uh, I have so much respect for Tommy. Yeah, he works his butt off to do what he has to do to make it. He doesn't ask no one for a handout or help. He works hard to survive. And he he don't even ask for a hand up. If you offer him a hand up, you don't have to make him take it. I wish I was in a spot where I could do that, but he understands. You know, oh Susan, don't make him fall in love. But yeah, I mean, that's one reason I'm pushing so hard to get monetized is even if it is just to eat barbecue at celebration. Yeah, I don't want a funeral. I'm telling you all right now, Josh, listen up. I don't want a funeral. I want a going home party, a celebration of life, a moving on type party. Funerals are so. Why is funeral spelled Funer? Okay, because it's not fun. I would love, love, love to have an old fashioned New Orleans going home celebration, you know, and make it in this world. That's how I was raised. Yeah. Um, like I said, one of the main things I want to do on this channel is to encourage people, to uplift people. And if I can get monetized and make a few dollars, then I don't feel bad about asking Rick for gas money to go do, another adventure or whatever. Uh, if something happens to me, roast me, toast me, and have a party. My buddy created the museum, and I'm going to have them process my skull into an urn and ship my ashes to my son. There you go. You know, I already got my plot marked back here at the family cemetery. Um, I'm going to be right beside of my mama. No, my daddy. My mama. Yeah, because we put daddy on the side next to my brother that only lived 24 hours. So it's my baby brother. Well, he was the middle child. And then my dad, then be mom, and then me. So you're kidding me, Ma. You're going to celebrate a funeral like the Norsemen did, laugh and sing and have a blast because you're home now. Exactly. That's what I want. And if you can get a band to play all these uplifting songs, dancing in the street, I don't care. Because you know what? And this goes back to my religious background. I have fought a good fight and I have won the race. And I am going on home, okay? And I get to see my daddy. This girl's going to be celebrating, okay? My dad didn't want to be cremated. He said that he spent years putting out fires as a fireman and he didn't want to be burned. Well, I always said, I've tried my best, okay? Um, I've believe in Christianity and all that stuff, and I've tried my best to stay out of hell so I don't burn. So don't burn me when I die, okay? Please. I'm having some of my ashes made into a crystal and the rest spread over the mountains of Tennessee. What River Styx say? Let's see, I don't want to. Oh, but but yeah, if I could just, like I said, if I could just earn a couple extra dollars, and then I feel like I'm contributing to the household again, even though I know I do, but there's still that guilt, that I'm not bringing in a paycheck. But so yeah, and that's why I said, even if I can make some crafts, sell a few now and then, or dumpster dive, find stuff, fix it up, recreate it, repurpose it, sell it. You know, food, I will never sell food. Sorry, you know, I I will donate it to people that need it. I'll never sell the food I get out. Um, but and it all goes back to, like we were talking about, making our own way in life. You know, and I promised Rick when I first started YouTube that I wouldn't take anything away from the household budget because he works hard for that. But he's gotten more involved. And it's not just my channel anymore, it's his channel. So he wants to contribute, more to it and stuff. So yeah, uh, the price of diesel fuel, my check buys about a half a tank. I know, right? Ooh, we went and got gas tonight and it's down. Once you're dead, the only thing left, once you're dead, the only thing left is your body. I want to be cremated and set it on the back of a Harley and take the lid off and let her fly. But that sounds fun too. It does sound fun. I could do that. I would say I could do that on a boat, but there's so many different rules and regulations, and it's all because it is personal remains. Are you contaminating the waterways? Or, so you have to be careful. Used to, you could just go out and toss ashes into the ocean. Now you got to get permits and all this stuff, I've heard. Well, folks, meds hitting. I'm out. Good night, all. Good night, Super Trucker. I'm so glad that you were here. I went through the same thought process. You have to learn that you still do your part, just not monetarily. Yes. Um, yeah, I mean, I do have a check that comes in. And like Rick says, Angie, it more than pays the house payment. It pays the house payment, my car payment. It covers, thankfully I got low payment, but it covers bills, you know. But I still feel like anytime I have to ask Rick for $10, you know, or whatever to run to the store, or like, buying my crafts and stuff like that, I feel guilty. You know, that's part of my problem. Um, but and he tells me all the time, don't worry about that because if he needs something, I'll tell him to get it. That's what he works for, and that's why I try to have him dinner made when he comes home in the evenings. I try to be a good wife because he works hard. You know, when I worked, whoever got home first started dinner. We split everything. The only thing Rick needs is your love and support. Yes, I know. I know. But sometimes I want him to know how important he is to. Maybe publishers here at Clearinghouse will visit and give us all a big fat check. Yeah. No, it didn't happen. Yeah. It's supposed to have happened this week, but it didn't happen. Uh, is it weird that when I die, one thing I really want to do is be buried on a here, just set off like a warrior. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Josh. Sorry, you're lagging a lot. I don't worry about it. I know what you're talking about. And as your mother, no, I ain't doing that. But how about if, because you're going to be buried at my head, boy. But how about if I take like an outfit of yours and do that with? Yeah, they're liars. You cried for years. Yeah. My mom, golly, she's done that as long as I can remember. You know. But I will find something to ceremoniously do that, Josh. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, I want um that's why when me and mom's already talked about how she wants her funeral. And I know um people are gonna think I'm weird when I go planning out her funeral. Um, because I'm gonna do it the way she wants it. And she wants a celebration, you know. And my goal is to not have anybody crying at her funeral. I would, but symbolically, yeah, I guess that would work. Okay. Yeah, I just glitched, didn't I? Am I back? I hope I'm back. Yeah, symbolically we'll do that, Josh. But you know, so I hope I'm still here because I know I glitched. My picture went. I thank God that my dad prepaid his funeral and had a will. Yeah. Um, that's one thing me and Rick wants to do is to prepay everything, already get us a headstone and stuff set so that if something happens to us, you know, one or the other doesn't have to go through it. Something happens to both of us, Josh doesn't have to go through it. Um, but every time we go, okay, yeah, we're going to start putting money back for that, life happens, you know, life happens. But two, we want to do that so that, you know, if something happens to me, I don't want Rick to have to use the life insurance policy to cover everything, you know. Um, so, yeah, I mean, and I sold insurance for years, so yes, um, there's enough to pay off the bills, you know. So, but hopefully I can get bills paid off so that they don't have to use all that stuff. But you know what I'm saying. Um, an average funeral is yeah, $8,000 to $10,000 is the average cost of a funeral nowadays. And you know what Social Security pays? $250, right? If it hasn't changed, it's $250 they pay. Have you all seen the, I don't even want to call it a casket, coffins, the boxes that they could put you in that uh, if Social Security and stuff had their way? They're basically a heavy duty cardboard box, you know. And mom, because mom says, well, that's fine with me, you know. I don't need nothing fancy as long as I've got a good vault. No, I'm not going to put you in a cardboard box. Yeah. No, I'm not going to put you in a Grand Mac Daddy, you know. But it pay on your dad's. Instead, they are giving a check to my stepmom. Yeah. Yeah, that's usually what they do. They give them a check for like $250 to cover the expenses. But yeah, but it's just it's crazy nowadays. You know, it's crazy. Face it, casket costs $2,100. Yeah, exactly. You know, and I can guarantee you that wasn't the top of the line. I bet you would rather, you know, Oh, I seen some beauties. When my dad passed away, oh Lord, we saw some beauties that I would love to put my daddy in. But them prices, ain't happening, you know? But I don't care what kind of pine box I end up in. Preacher, you've been around your mama too long. Well, I always teased, that um, never had the best of clothes. I never had the best of jewelry. Never had the fancy cars. I don't even do my nails, okay? Put me in something nice. you know, something I'd be proud of to be laying there. People will see me, and it don't have to be fancy, just something nice. But how did we get on that subject anyway? We're not going that route yet. We are living life to its fullest, you know? And that's what, after I had my heart attack and realized, when I had my heart attack, I remember, them starting to shock me, but I went to sleep. I slept for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It was 2.5 days, almost 3 days. And I come to and I'm like, okay, I feel fine. Let me go. I'm out of here, you know. Anna, hello, hello, honey. I went to a funeral where the person got a pine box. It was the most horrible looking thing and so pitiful. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. That is why a lot of places will not sell what Social Security and stuff would cover. Because that reason right there. Okay, because I've had a lot of people, or I've had several funeral directors to say they wouldn't put their worst enemy in them. I'm doing good, and I'm doing a lot better now that I got on here, talking with my friends and everything. I was having one of those little humdrum evenings, you know. So I needed to pick me up so I come out here to where I can be with family. Let's just live it up and party. Yeah. And it goes back to what I was saying. I slept for 2.5 days. I got, when I came to, I felt good because, of course, you just had your arteries cleaned out and your heart's all working good again and all this stuff because you died and you come back, you know. So you're feeling good and all of this stuff. And it never dawned on me what I went through. And I was in a hurry. If I die in a combat zone, box me up and ship me home, pin my medals on my chest, and bury me in a leaning rest. Oh, gosh, hey, let's ride like the wind in my golf cart, Angie. All right, girlfriend. Um, and my cousin's son uh, was having a baby, and they were having a baby shower. And the only thing he asked was that I make him um, ham wraps. He wanted me to serve ham wraps. And so I'm like, Doc, I got to get out of here. I got to get these ham wraps made, because it was like a week before, the baby shower. I got to get these ham wraps done. And my aunt and all of them were like, well, she sat by my bed while I was out of it, you know. Um, and my cousins, who's the son, the parents of the son, as soon as they heard what happened, she sold jewelry and she was doing a live show. And she heard what happened. She shut down and boom, okay, put me face down, butt in the air, and shoot fireworks out of it. Lord have mercy. And so they were with me, through all of this. So I was like, I'm going to make these ham wraps. They're like, no, don't overdo it. You don't understand. Well, I was over there the night before, and we were at the place they were going to be having the shower. And I'm standing there at the counter, and I'm slowly making the ham wraps and stuff. And I'm listening to Rick and Christy and them talk about what it went through. Sorry, Mom, still can't take the army out of me. I get, yes. Um, what was going on outside and what the doctors were saying and, and all this stuff. And I just looked at him. I said, what? To me, I just went to sleep and woke up. But when the doctors come out, Rick said, that was the hardest thing he heard. The doctors come out and said, they've done all they can do, that it was in God's hands because, it was touch and go, it is all up to me after that point. He still wasn't sure. And that I was going to pull through this, and he even told me when I came to, and, he's like, girl, you don't understand. You should be dead, but I'm like, I'm fine. Let me go, I'm ready to go. And, but listening to Rick and them, I realized what an ordeal I had gone through. And so I try to remember that when I went through the survivor's guilt and the depression and all this stuff that they don't warn you about. Luckily, I had friends that had gone through similar situation and they had talked about it. I tried to remember that when I would get in those states. I should be dead. And so therefore, I joke around for a while saying if I die, have my commanding officers bury me. That way they can let me down on one. Josh, straighten up. But so when I sit here and because I went through the whole thing, I'd sit there in my recliner going, why did I survive? What kind of life is this? Blah, 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 and all this stuff. So I decided right then and there, I'm going to make the best of it. I told my kids I wanted some of their mother's ashes so I can spread. Tommy. You'd think I'd learned by now to read your comments quietly before I read them out loud. But yeah. Oh, Busby, are you still in here? I hope not, because he's getting up early. But anyway, I forgot to tell him that I did get my package today in the mail. I will be doing a shout out video for that. But I want to encourage people. I'm going to remember that one. Oh my God. Yes, Busby's still here. Got a bag. I got my package in the mail today. So I was going to go to the post office today. And I did. I had to package it. And Rick, oh my God, Busby, you dressed it, Angie and Rick. He's like, we've got mail, don't we? We've got mail. Oh, that tickled him so much. You should have seen my kids. I bet they were ready to floor you. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Yeah, I bet they were ready to throw something at you then. You're packing the car. All right. I just worry because I know you're going to be on the road early in the morning. And I worry about you. Yeah. So yeah. It's just a small thank you. Oh, honey. To me, it's not small. To me, it is not small. It brightened my day. It really did. And to see Rick saying, instead of, oh, you got some mail or, blah, 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 because he always like, I'll check your mailbox or whatever. And but when he kept saying, we got mail, we got mail. And then there was two of the buttons in there. I said, one for me and one for you. He's like, that's so cool. Oh, I had a bunch of Marines laughing their asses off. Went, yeah, 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 you do, Josh. Mm, not fear, weapon pick. But yeah, so that's why I try to tell people live your best life, enjoy the moment you're in. And Tommy's a good example of that. He could get all, which I know he does get frustrated and stuff, but he could get all aggravated and blah, 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 you know. But is he? No. He's making the best of his situation. Tell them the only good Marine is a submarine. Jenny D makes those. Oh, okay, cool. I might have to get her to make me some of those eventually. I have champagne taste on a beer budget, guys. You know, is like a kiss. The harder she kisses, the more you love it. Oh, Lord. But yeah, as I said, whatever situation you find yourself in, don't let it control you. You control the situation and make the best of it. You know, I always say, you know, you can either laugh or cry. Which do you choose to do? You know, you cry about the situation or you could laugh about the situation. Oh well, here we are again. What do we do now? You know, find the joy and stuff. You know, I'm still thinking about stickers. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to get if Georgianne sends me that machine. I want to learn how to do stickers and stuff, and then talk Rick into getting me the little thing, the little heating thing that I can do cups and do my shirts. Does that mean that I'll do them solely myself? No, because I have to remember, uh, you know, the old saying is there's specialists for that. Just because you can do it, don't mean you should do it. Leave it to the professionals or whatever. You know, Marines muscles are required, intelligence not essential. Oh, Chachi. Don't just be careful. Don't insult nobody. I can think a Marine has been on your computer. There's white out on the screen. Oh, Joshy. Now you're turning blonde jokes. Oh my gosh. That's my boy. Like it or not. Be careful. Don't insult people. Which I know you're not meaning to insult people. You're just joking. Those are good. Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. Don't encourage it. Josh, don't listen to your Uncle Tommy. So, oh well, guys, I've been on here for over 2 hours again. Fuzzy Angie, you know I have a buddy that just started making cool channel stuff. You have a buddy that started making this cool channel stuff? Wow, tell me more. But what all kinds of stuff can he do? Can he make metal business cards? I really want metal business cards, preferably out of aluminum, and maybe some dog tag. You know, I can refer to people in my pound. You know, welcome to my pound, people. You know, welcome to the dog park. Getting tired of getting a giggle. Joyful, hello, welcome. I don't remember seeing that name before, but welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm tired. I'm getting the giggles, right? I've heard of him. Yeah, I think I have. I think I know that guy. Yeah, instead of calling it the peanut gallery or whatever, I'm gonna start calling it the dog park. Making some now. Okay, cool. Could you make me a couple to sample? Yeah, pass out free samples. I'm kidding with you. I'm kidding with you. His channel name is River something. I don't know. I heard it was Stream Twig or something small like that, Meadowbrook, you know, I don't know. Something like that anyway, right? Brook Trout, Brook Twig. Brook Twig, is that what it was? Oh, Lord. He's going to kill us. I have to hit the bed. Another long day tomorrow, getting everything ready to leave. Yes, Susan. Yes. Hopefully, we'll be there by the time y'all get there and you can just come straight to the house. And besides, Ma, I was Army for 4 years. I can Timmy or Tommy, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, his name's something other like that. Starts with the T. Timbo, Tommy, Tim, Timothy. Right, something like that, right? It'll cost you a kiss from Susan. What, money good enough? Tommy's saying you should read Gatorbait. See, yeah, it'll cost me a kiss from Susan. So mine aren't good enough. Mm-hmm. I see how y'all are. I see how y'all are. Yeah, I'll promise you that there, Tommy, and you go ahead and ship out the samples. And when we get together, I'll get you that kiss from Susan. Maybe she might have kicked. Oh my God, you guys! I needed this laugh. Oh, I need a tag that says "not apologize." Oh my God, Dolly Parton is my imaginary twin. Oh God, I just can't. I can't. Okay. Ain't kidding, no sister. Ain't kissing. Well, I'm gonna give you a kiss on the cheek. But you're the one teases me about being from West Virginia. Oh my God. Oh, sorry guys. Like I said, I must be getting tired. Everything's starting to seem funny. Oh. But anyway, Susan, get you some rest so you can get packed up tomorrow. Get everything ready so you can hit the road. Wait a minute, you're not leaving till Monday, right? Today's just Saturday. I'm the one leaving Sunday. Or are you going to leave Sunday too? She's got them late night insomnia. I giggles. Susan, do you need pain meds for those days? Oh, just a couple of props. We'll be all right. Oh, God. I'm not kidding you. When we had the store, There was this lady, she used to walk the road. She wasn't, perfect. You know what I mean? Weren't even close to being perfect. And she had billions. She could probably give Dolly Parton a run for her money, and hers were natural. And she would come in the store, put her arms up underneath her stuff, and she'd lean up against the counter and drop them and go, whew. Like it was such a load for her to pucker up, Gator Bay. She would do that. Just, yeah, my papa. He is what they call uh, old regular Baptist. Where women don't wear pants, they don't cut their hair. So when she would do that, his face would turn so red. Lillian, hello, hello. Nina, hello, hello. Welcome. Good to see you, Lillian. But all I see is squares after Nina's, so I don't know what emoji she's put up or whatever. Hey, a girl can drink. Yes. Dolly Parton, Lynn. Dolly Parton's got her own twins going on there, girl. Okay, going to bed. Push back departure to 6 a.m. Okay. Yes, you're leaving Monday. Right. I'm going leaving Sunday. Busby's leaving Saturday. I'm leaving Sunday. And you're leaving Monday. It would be cool if we could all kind of like meet in the middle somewhere. But you know how that is. But anyway, sorry it's been a while. Yes, it has. It's been a while. And it's crazy. She's still lurking. Good to, good to know. Good to know. Love y'all. Love you too, Busby. Oh, awesome. Women don't wear no panties, you say. Who said that? Okay. Where did that come from, Tommy? Oh my gosh, Tommy. Tommy, are you with us, Tommy? I think Tommy's in his own little world. But anyway, Busby, good night. Susan, good night. God, I've been on here almost 2.5 hours. So let's give it a few more minutes and then I'm going to get off here too. Considering I only had 5.5 hours left. So let's make it to the half-hour mark. And that'll still give me 3 hours of StreamYard. Then I'm going to start using my, during the day and stuff, I'll have to use my YouTube so that, Lillian, good night. I have an early morning. Yes, Tommy Busby is hitting the road tomorrow. No, I didn't say panties. They didn't wear pants. They didn't wear breeches. Yes, Lillian, her dad passed away. His funeral was today. Yeah, that's why they're up in Indiana right now, getting ready to head back to Florida. Uh, Angie Preacher says, I had a classmate who said she was thinking about getting a reduction surgery, and it was hysterical because all the guys in the class looked at her like she just spoke absolutely blasphemy. Josh, be good. I hear Kane in there whimper every now and then, like a little, oh, he's wanting out. He's wanting out to play, is what he's wanting. I gave him the little or what are they called? Kong toys. Is that what they're called? And they're crazy about them things. Now, if I take him out to potty, He'll go looking for it first and try to sneak it outside with him. And then when he comes back in, it's what he's looking for. So, and honestly, they've got two, but they usually fight over one. You just resubbed. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lillian. Um, so I took one of their treats and I put it in the one they really didn't that they didn't want to play with, so that they'd be, interested in that one. And so now they're honeycomb shaped. So when they drop them, they bounce different ways. So they're constantly all over the living room floor chasing them. And so now think you would have thought I put crack in that thing. They're so crazy about these toys. And honestly, it was just a little dog treat. Yeah. But anyway, guys, before I go again, I will remind you to hit that like button. And remember that my P.O. box, well, I'll just be going through here again, but to let you know that I'm still working on my watch hours to run my playlist if you haven't already. But my P.O. box is right there. If you need anything or want to drop a line or anything, right there. And that is my email address, same thing. And then my PayPal address. But if you need anything, want to get a hold of me, there is the P.O. box and the email address. And if you like what you see and want to see more content on the channel, there's the PayPal. So, safe travels to everyone that was going to be traveling. Yes, Busby's leaving Saturday. I'm leaving Sunday. Susan's leaving Monday. So, there's going to be a bunch of us on the road. I'm going to try and do some live stream from the road. So, Josh, when I stay awake and read chat for me and all that good stuff. So, 2 more minutes, and I'm going to close this out. But I want to tell everybody I am so grateful for each and every one of you all. You all have been a big support for me and for my channel. And you've always been there when I needed you. You all are more than just subscribers or supporters to me. You all have become family. And I do love each and every one of you, and you are important to me. And I like to stay connected with you. So don't forget the email address. And that's because I do have my YouTube address book. I put everybody's information in so that I can send out birthday cards, Christmas cards, anniversary cards, or just the I'm thinking of you cards. So, not to make you pee yourself, Mom. Yeah, I would appreciate that, Josh. Traveling in wet pants is not fun. And our suitcases are usually buried. So, yeah, let's not do that. Okay. But, yeah, so if you want to drop me an email with your address, any pertinent information. Oh, Ringo's still here. Thank you. Like your birthday, anniversaries, anything like that I may be able to send a card out for. I put that information in my book. And like I said, y'all become family. You're in the address book now. So, Ringo, you have a great weekend too. I love you guys. And it's time to say goodnight. I hate to. That's why goodbyes are so hard for me. But I love you all. And we will see you at the end of the day or so. Bye, guys.